Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. Is your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief AP Gaines here. Long time no see. Of course, it's been finals the last week, pretty much 2 weeks for me. So sorry about the infrequent uploads and very all over the place streaming schedule. I just want you guys to know, it's not going too hot for your boy, but you guys have been super supportive. So I want to say thank you really quickly. Get that out of the way. All right, the purpose of this video: why are your favorite YouTubers, your friends, your guildmates, people in your shard, why are so many people quitting Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes all of a sudden? Now, if you guys haven't experienced any of the people quitting, you're lucky. I've lost, some Twitch guys, some YouTube guys who, I enjoy talking to, have stepped away from the game in the past, couple weeks. It's been rough. I've had guildmates leave. I've had friends from old guilds leave, people that I message all the time, supporters of the channel, longtime subscribers. Everyone seems to be running away from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I think I've nailed down a couple of reasons why. The main one is, with any game, sometimes people just get bored, so there's always going to be a de facto level of people leaving the game. That's standard. That's totally normal. But what makes Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as of recently, lose so many people, more people than it usually does? I know we had the big SWGOH apocalypse a while back, when there was absolutely nothing to do for about an entire year, and it was terrible. We started getting new characters, new marquees, new game modes. Hope has been on the rise, and I feel like we reached that peak, and it's starting to go down really quickly. Let me just hop into some gameplay so you guys have something to watch in the background. This isn't B-roll footage. The first point is a lot of newer players still don't have much to do. Of course, Conquest has come out. Conquest has received a huge nerf because of the cooling systems, so it's been harder for normal and hard tier players. I mean, it's been harder for everyone. Obviously, we're still progressing, we're still making the most of it, but for newer players, they can't really do Conquest, which is fine. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that newer players can't do, but if you get level 85, I feel like you should de facto be able to do everything in the game. I just think that 85, it's an okay progression, saying that you can't, do GAC until you hit level 85 because, maybe you haven't learned enough about the game, you haven't built enough teams so that, you can compete. But for people sub 1.5 million GP, I mean, you can't do much in terms of Conquest. Obviously, Nicole's roster, I'm actually logged into the Nikki Biggs account right now because she keeps complaining that she can't beat that battle I just finished up there pretty quickly. The sector boss for Sector 1. Obviously, Nicole doesn't play very frequently. She hasn't been playing for years. She doesn't make YouTube videos on it. So she doesn't have the experience that someone like me or someone like you guys watching would have to be able to beat these events, even though they're quite challenging. But that being said, a lot of players who are new to the game and they're finally being able to do their conquests, they don't have the experience that we have, guys. They can't get through these normal conquests. So a 2-week event that everyone else gets either some level of enjoyment. I know a lot of mid to later game players find Conquest quite tedious now. It used to be cooling systems made it so easy that you could blow through it, and yes, it was annoying, but you could do it quickly. Now it's not so much that it's because if it was a challenging game mode, that would inspire creativity and fun. It'd be great. Mixing and matching data cards. Obviously, the new math came out that you have to have a certain number of data cards. So you only have a couple that you can actually waste on changing data disks around if you want to get the full 3-month unlock for the new Commander Ahsoka Tano. So that limits what people can do. So it goes from being like a fun challenge that people can enjoy, which is awesome, to just tedious. I mean, I find I don't stream Conquest because I find it so boring. What I do is if I'm like waiting around doing absolutely nothing, I'm brushing my teeth. I got one hand, I brush my teeth left-handed now. I'm learning a new skill, and I just click buttons on Conquest to power through it. It's not fun. I don't get much enjoyment, but I'm not going to talk too much about that because, as you guys know, Conquest is definitely a mixed bag for a lot of people. But a lot of people find that it's just the game needs something. We thought it was going to be Conquest. There's no way Nicole's, even her fantastic Conquest team, there's no way this is going to beat a Relic GG team. But I know you guys feel it. Your favorite, streamers, your favorite YouTubers are starting to leave the game. What is it that's missing, guys? I want you, of course, I'm very much still entrenched in school, and I'm kind of surprised that I'm actually making a video at, what is it, 1:11 in the morning. I don't know if you can actually see. It's 1:11 in the morning. But, I've talked to some guys, and I'm really sad, man. I'm really sad to see all of these people go. What do you guys think it is? I can't put my thumb on. I mean, I know it's the lack of content. It's the lack of newness, if that makes any sense. I mean, we're getting new stuff. We're getting new game modes. We're getting all this stuff, but there's still that lack of newness. There's that fun, that challenge. I don't like artificial challenge like Conquest, where it's just like, well, you don't have a million billion data disks, so you can't rearrange. So if you don't get good drops right away, or you don't apply all of them right away, you're screwed in the end, because, you can't get your 3 months unlocked for cat. Instead, you have to do it in 4 months, and now you're behind the curve if you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million GP. It's screwing over a lot of people. Another thing that I really hate, and Nicole's been talking a lot about, is, of course, it's like, 1 a.m., and she hasn't played, obviously, so I just did her dailies for her because force of habit. I got like 30 pop-ups for every single gear pack in the store, like literally every gear pack in the store. Every time you fire up the game, it'll advertise every single gear pack in the entire store that you can spend money on. And of course, when I, stop filming, it goes away for a second. I'm sure if I close BlueStacks, reopened it, I'd have the same issue. But, I don't know what CG's doing, man. I feel like it's back from the SWGOH apocalypse. Like, they were going downhill so far. They started to progress up. I know you guys felt it. We were in love with it. And now we're coming back down. I know that's the natural progression of life, of nations, of games, of everything. There's always those, those ups and those downs. But this down, it's not the SWGOH apocalypse in terms of, like, there's nothing to do, because there's content to be played. You can generally tell the strength of a mobile game by the 24-hour like news cycle on Twitch or on YouTube or wherever you can upload videos and stream. I've noticed a huge uptick in long form content for SWGOH. So there's stuff to do. The problem is, it all sucks. It just feels tedious. I mean, if I couldn't make videos for you guys and live stream events with you guys and interact with you guys, I don't know if this is a game that I would want to play as much as I do. Of course I would still play. I love Star Wars. I love this game. But this feels like a once a day kind of thing. Like OG Clash of Clans in middle school. Like, you log on one day to spend your whatever their resources. I think they have Elixir or something like that. I feel like they've made this into a once-a-day game, and it doesn't need to be a once-a-day game. I just can't. I can't put my thumbs on it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to, remind you guys that I'm still alive, even though I haven't been uploading. And I was doing some Discord stuff, obviously, messaging some guys, some Twitch guys, some YouTube guys. A lot of people are stepping away, and it made me sad. It pissed me off, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. As always, we're not going to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of May. But if you still, want to subscribe, if you haven't subscribed already, I think like 60% of my viewers don't subscribe, which is fine. I mean, school's been rough, track's been rough. Obviously, this isn't a full-time job. Might have to get one of those, actually, to stay alive. But so I don't know if I'm going to be pushing the crazy subscribers and likes and whatever goals. I think I'm kind of over that. I always found it annoying. You guys know what I mean? I always found it a little bit annoying when people would push that stuff. I don't know. Rough place. I don't know if it's just the stress of my life recently, my friends leaving SWGOH. I don't know what it is. I'm literally just like picking. Oh, this is a heavy mic stand. I don't know, guys. Drop a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later.